Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to unpack information, find those surprising facts, those key insights, really making sure you're well informed.
And today we're getting into something, well, fundamental. Sleep.
Right. It takes up about a third of our lives, but we're not just talking about doing it, we're looking at the language.
Exactly. How we talk about sleep. It's surprisingly rich, from the everyday stuff to the tougher vocabulary around sleep problems and, fixes.
Our mission then is to give you that language so you can talk about your own sleep, whether it's easy or, well, a struggle.
Yeah, so you'll understand not just the words, but maybe a bit more about sleep itself.
Okay, let's unpack this. First off, think about your own routine. Do you just, boom, fall asleep?
Or you may be lying there, mind racing, scrolling on your phone way past bedtime.
How we describe that moment, it tells a story. And there are some great natural phrases for it.
Definitely. We'll start with three really common ones. You'll hear these all the time. Doze off, can't fall asleep, and hit the hay.
Okay, doze off. What's that about? It sounds accidental.
It usually is. It means falling asleep unintentionally, often just for a short time.
Like on the sofa, watching TV. Or maybe nodding off in a long meeting.
Exactly that little unintended nap. It's interesting, actually, because that's often just stage one sleep.
The very light stuff.
Yeah, not really restorative. Your brain's trying to grab a quick rest, maybe, but it doesn't always leave you feeling refreshed. Sometimes just groggy.
Right. Okay, then what about the flip side? When you want to sleep, you're trying to sleep, but nothing.
Ah, the classic frustration. That's where can't fall asleep comes in. You're actively trying, but something's stopping you.
Could be noise, maybe just thoughts spinning around.
Or maybe you didn't do your usual wind-down routine, like reading a bit. It's a really common experience, that one.
So accidental sleep, struggling to sleep. What about just deciding, okay, time for bed?
That's where hit the hay is perfect.
Yeah.
It's really informal, kind of fun.
I'm wiped. I think I'll hit the hay early tonight. Like that.
Exactly. Or you might hear, hit the sack, too. Same meaning. Apparently, it comes from when mattresses were literally sacks of hay.
No way. So you were actually hitting hay.
Seems like it. Language history is funny sometimes.
Okay, let's hear this in context. We've got a quick chat between Sarah and Alex.
Okay, listen to this.
Ugh, I couldn't fall asleep until 2 a.m. last night.
Really? That's rough. I dozed off on the couch watching Netflix.
Lucky you. I think I'll hit the hay early tonight to catch up on sleep.
Good idea. Sweet dreams.
See how natural that sounds? Sarah immediately uses couldn't fall asleep for her struggle.
Yep. And Alex says, dozed off, clearly. That accidental couch sleep.
And Sarah wraps up with hit the hay early. Just a casual, normal way to say she's going to bed. It flows.
So think about your own nights. If you decided to go to bed early last night because you were just exhausted, which phrase fits?
You'd say.
I hit the hay early.
Right. Or say you were watching a film, drifted off without meaning to.
Then you'd say, I dozed off during the movie.
And if you were tossing and turning, mind buzzing.
I just couldn't fall asleep. Using these makes it sound much more natural, doesn't it?
Definitely. Are there other casual ones like hit the hay?
Yeah, you sometimes hear catch some Z's.
Oh, yeah. Like need to catch some Z's before the exam.
Exactly. Or just generally call it a night, meaning you're done for the day, heading off to bed.
It's interesting how universal sleep is, but maybe the rituals around it differ.
Oh, hugely. Think about Japan, where in Amuri, napping at your desk can actually be seen positively, like you're working hard.
Wow, really? That's different.
Or the classic Mediterranean siesta, a practical way to deal with the heat, rest midday. Our habits are so tied to culture and environment.
True. But sometimes sleep isn't routine or restful. It's a problem. Let's shift gears a bit and talk about sleep challenges.
Right. When it goes beyond just a bad night or two, the main term for being unable to sleep persistently is insomnia.
And this isn't just feeling tired, it's clinical, right?
Yeah, we're usually talking difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep multiple nights a week, often for months. It really impacts your life, concentration, mood, everything.
Is it always long-term?
Not necessarily. There's also transient insomnia. That's usually shorter term, maybe linked to stress, travel, big life changes. It often clears up when the cause goes away.
You can often see it in someone when they're not sleeping well.
Definitely. That's when you might hear someone say, perhaps with concern, wow, you look dreadful.
Dreadful, that's a strong word.
It is. It means looking really terrible, exhausted, unwell. It's not a compliment. It's usually expressing worry.
And you can use dreadful for other bad things too, right? Like bad food.
Oh, yeah. This lasagna is dreadful.
Yeah.
But for a person, it really emphasizes that look of severe tiredness.
Okay, beyond just not sleeping, what about strange behaviors during sleep, like sleepwalking?
Right. A sleepwalker is someone who gets up and acts awake, but they're actually still in a deep stage of sleep.
And it's not just walking around.
People might get dressed, move things, even try to cook or eat. Neurologically, it's fascinating. It happens during deep, non-REM sleep.
So they don't remember it.
Usually not, no. Which can be quite unsettling for them or their family.
So if sleep is proving this difficult, what do people do? What are the techniques or remedies?
Well, there's the famous one, counting sheep.
Ah, yes. Does that actually work?
The idea is it's a simple, repetitive mental task. You imagine sheep jumping a fence, count them. It's meant to calm the mind, bore you into sleep, perhaps. Not literally counting real sheep, of course.
It's a distraction technique, really.
Pretty much. Another approach is using specific breathing techniques.
Like you learn in yoga or meditation.
Exactly. Things like deep, slow breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. It helps trigger the body's relaxation response. And techniques is a useful word generally, right? Running techniques, swimming techniques.
A specific method for doing something. Got it. What about medication?
For more serious issues, yes, there are sedatives. These are medicines designed to help you relax or make you tired.
From the verb to sedate.
Precisely. To calm or tranquilize. Sedatives work on the central nervous system, slowing down brain activity. They can be effective, but need careful medical guidance because of potential side effects or dependency, used for animals too sometimes.
Is melatonin a sedative? I hear about that a lot.
Good question. It's a bit different. Melatonin is actually a hormone our body produces naturally. It signals time for sleep.
And you can get it in pills.
Yes, it's widely available. Pilots sometimes use it to manage jet lag, trying to reset their sleep cycles, but its effectiveness as a supplement, well, it's debated. Many experts stress sleep hygiene first.
Sleep hygiene, what's that?
Things like having a consistent bedtime, dimming lights, avoiding screens before bed,
Hmm.
that kind of thing. Because the blue light from screens can actually suppress your natural melatonin production.
Ah, okay. So fixing the habits might be more key than taking a pill.
Often, yes. Now, all these different problems, insomnia, nightmares, sleepwalking, they fall under the general term sleeping disorders, or sometimes sleep disorders.
So like eating disorders, it implies something isn't functioning normally with sleep.
Exactly. A problem with the quality, timing, or amount of sleep that causes distress or impairs functioning.
And if someone suspects they have one of these issues, what's the advice?
Well, a friend might say, maybe you should get that checked out.
Meaning, see a professional.
Yes, get something checked out means have an expert, like a doctor or a specialist, examine it. Like a sore tooth, you get it checked out by a dentist.
Yeah,
A weird rash, get it checked out by a doctor.
makes sense. Seek expert advice.
And let's say you try something, maybe a new pillow or a relaxation technique or medication, and it seems to work.
You'd feel relieved.
Right. And you might say, that should do the trick.
Do the trick, meaning it should solve the problem.
Exactly. It signifies that something is expected to be effective to achieve the desired result. Fixing a leaky tap, adjusting a microphone, yep, that should do the trick. It expresses confidence in the solution.
Okay. One more thing that can disrupt sleep: nightmares. Particularly bad ones.
Yes, we might call those disturbing nightmares. The word disturbing is key there.
Meaning it makes you feel really uncomfortable, bothered.
Precisely. It comes from the verb to disturb, to bother or upset, like disturbing images you might see on the news, accidents, disasters.
Right, things that stick with you in a negative way.
So a dream about something truly awful, like a loved one dying, that would definitely be a disturbing nightmare. It leaves you feeling shaken.
Definitely unsettling. There's also all that folklore around sleep. Like, have you heard the one about eating cheese before bed causing nightmares?
Oh, absolutely. The cheese thing is classic. Scientifically, maybe not much direct proof for cheese specifically causing them, but eating heavy or hard-to-digest food late at night can cause indigestion or discomfort. And that might disrupt your sleep, make you wake up more easily during dreams.
So you remember them more vividly, maybe.
Possibly. It's more likely the disruption than the cheese itself crafting the dream plot.
It's amazing what our brains do when we're asleep, or even half asleep. What about that weird feeling just as you're drifting off?
Oh, the falling sensation.
Yeah, and your whole body suddenly jerks? What is that?
That's called a hypnic jerk. It's super common. That sudden muscle spasm. It can really startle you.
Feels so real.
Yeah, researchers think it might be your brain misinterpreting your muscles relaxing as you actually falling, so it sends a signal to catch yourself. A little neurological hiccup.
Wild. Have you ever, like, acted out a dream slightly?
Definitely had moments, dreaming I'm running or kicking, and then waking up because my leg twitched. It shows how active the brain still is. It's not just off.
It really is a whole other world in there. Okay, so let's sort of wrap up the main points.
Right. So for everyday chat, remember, doze off for accidental sleep
Can't fall asleep for when you're struggling.
and hit the hay or hit the sack for just casually going to bed.
Plus the slightly more technical stuff, insomnia for persistent sleep problems.
Understanding what a sleepwalker is, recognizing when someone looks dreadful from lack of sleep.
Knowing about potential aids like breathing techniques, sedatives, or melatonin,
Grouping issues as sleeping disorders, knowing to get that checked out by a pro.
and feeling hopeful that a solution should do the trick. Plus, understanding what makes a nightmare truly disturbing.
Exactly. So we really hope you can start using these. Try describing your own sleep. Did you doze off watching something last night? Did you hit the hay super early?
Or maybe you couldn't fall asleep because you had too much on your mind. Using the actual phrases makes it much more, well, real.
It really does. It helps you connect with this universal experience in a clearer way.
And maybe just thinking about it. Our waking life, our body, and that incredible, sometimes bizarre world of dreams. They're all tangled together, aren't they?
Deeply connected. And maybe understanding the language we use for sleep gives us a small key to unlocking a bit more about ourselves.
A fascinating thought. So as you drift off tonight, maybe ponder, what new dream, literal or figurative, will you unpack next?